So today we have two very powerful and very similar heroes going head to head. Blue Marvel versus Icon. Who wins? Well, let's find out. When Adam discovered his superpowers, he fashioned a secret identity with which to protect his country and became Blue Marvel. He served as a hero for years and was one of the most popular heroes of his time. However, Adam was pressured by the government to retire because of how much power he had and for being black. He was later forced out of retirement to face his greatest foe and former best friend, Anti-Man. Blue Marvel's powers are a result of radiation from the negative zone, and turned him into one of the most powerful beings in the universe. Adam is the first antimatter generator, and this antimatter is the source of his powers. He possesses vast physical strength, and is in the same league as Thor, Hulk, and Sentry. The upper limits of his strength are unknown, but he has been able to knock Sentry out with one punch, easily move a meteor the size of Earth, and the Watcher said he would be able to split the moon in half. Blue Marvel is also as durable as heroes like Thor and Hulk, and even withstood a nuclear explosion at Ground Zero without any sign of harm. Despite his nigh invulnerability, he can be injured, but Adam has a regenerative healing factor and can recover incredibly quickly. Blue Marvel can fly by manipulating gravitons and magnetic fields and can fly far beyond supersonic speeds. This means that he can move and think thousands of times faster than a normal human. Blue Marvel also has superhuman reflexes, agility, and stamina. But while that's great and all very impressive, there are heroes that are stronger or more powerful, like Thor, Hyperion, or Superman. What really sets Blue Marvel apart is its antimatter manipulation. Antimatter releases energy at 100% efficiency, and 1 gram of antimatter contains the same energy as an atomic bomb. With this, he can release beams from his hands that can cause extreme damage. He can also lower the intensity to simply stun opponents. Blue Marvel can also release an omnidirectional antimatter pulse, hit with antimatter enhanced punches, or create energy shields. He is also able to manipulate other forms of energy. It can manipulate matter at a molecular level with great precision and control. And then in the other corner of Icon. Icon is the superior persona of Arnis, aka Augustus Freeman, a member of the Terminated alien race. He crash-landed on Earth in the American South in 1839 and was raised as a slave, but escaped through the Underground Railroad. Following a series of events, Augustus decides to become a superhero, and eventually joins the Justice League after being drafted by the Man of Steel. Now, the Terminated race are remarkably similar to Kryptonians, and possess many of the same powers and abilities. However, the upside is that they don't share any of the same weaknesses to Kryptonite. Then on top of all that, Icon's life pod altered his DNA so that he would resemble a human, and in the process of doing that, his genetic structure was maximized, and he has many superhuman abilities that are unusual even for a Terminated. Icon possesses vast superhuman strength that's potentially limitless and at least on par with Superman. He possesses superhuman speed, and while the top speed has never been calculated, he has been able to hold his own with Flash and Superman. Then he can also think and react at superhuman speeds as well, and possesses incredible agility. He's superhumanly durable and nigh invulnerable, and he can take punches from Clark, temperature and pressure extremes, and powerful energy blast. However, even with his durability, it is possible to injure Icon. But that's where his healing factor comes into play. Augustus has an incredibly accelerated healing factor, and is even able to regrow limbs, organs, and muscle tissue. Icon can fly by manipulating gravitons, magnetic fields, and he also has the superhuman ability to create, shape, and manipulate positrons. Positrons are the antiparticle counterparts of electrons, meaning that it is essentially the same mass and numerical equal of an electron, but it just has a positive charge. With this power, Icon is able to release positron energy in the form of concussive force blasts, enhance his punches with the energy, create EMPs, create energy constructs, trap opponents in a force field that becomes more powerful with kinetic energy, and create omnidirectional energy waves. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. Now, at first glance, it might appear that these two have the exact same powers, and while they're similar, they're not exactly the same. Icon has the ability to tap into and control positrons, while Blue Marvel is powered by antimatter. And while these two are similar, they are different, and so they wouldn't cancel each other out. A positron will have to bond with another antiparticle in order to create antimatter, and Icon doesn't have the ability to do that. However, Blue Marvel isn't actually firing a blast of pure antimatter, because if he was, they will be causing tremendous explosions of energy the moment that it's in contact with the air. It doesn't do that, so it's more likely that these are just energy blasts powered by antimatter. However, I would still have to say that Blue Marvel's energy powers are greater than Icon's because of the actual antimatter within him, and that's powering those attacks. But the question still remains as to whether either their energy blast can really do much damage going up against the other shields and durabilities. Then another important question we've got to answer is which of these two heroes is stronger or more powerful? Well, neither of them have a plethora of feats, but looking at everything they've done, I'd give the slightest edge to Icon. He's been able to go toe-to-toe with Superman, and that's arguably more impressive than anything Blue Marvel has ever done. Then, don't forget, Clark even said that Augustus hit harder than even Darkseid. However, we can't underestimate Adam in terms of strength. The Watcher said he was powerful enough to crack the moon in half with one punch, and the Watcher usually isn't into hyperbole and means what he says, so I'm inclined to believe that. And then Blue Marvel has also battled against King Hyperion and won. That version of Hyperion has said he had killed a multitude of Blue Marvels, Thors, Hulks, and Sentries from various different Earths. But Superman still has more impressive feats than King Hyperion, so battling Superman gives Icon the slight edge. But it should still be clear that both of these heroes will be able to hurt the other one with the attacks. So if Blue Marvel has more powerful energy attacks, but Icon is stronger, then what will determine the winner? Well, I think it really comes down to intelligence and experience. Specifically, Blue Marvel's intelligence and experience. Now, this isn't to say that Augustus isn't highly intelligent. He's got over a century of fighting experience, and is one of the world's topmost lawyers. However, that's the key. He's a lawyer, while Adam specializes in physics. He's got a PhD in theoretical physics, is a genius, and has made enormous strides in the study of antimatter. And you could put him up there with Reed Richards and Bruce Banner as one of the smartest scientific minds in the world. So Adam has a much better understanding of how his powers work, and even how Icon's positron powers work. And this will come in handy, since Blue Marvel is also able to manipulate matter and other forms of energy. Then he's also able to use his genius intellect to come up with complex battle plans on the fly, even with teams that he's never worked with before. And since these two heroes are so closely matched in every other area, I gotta give it to Blue Marvel because of his greater practical intelligence. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts, so sign off in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe button, more videos just like this one every single day, and I'll see y'all next time.